but we didn't complete. So shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
So the next one is service models. The cloud computing service models, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a services. Infrastructure as a service. Okay, platform as a service. And most of you people, all these things knows, but I try to give with a different example or different approach. So better try understanding is good. Okay. As I said, one example, earlier, we have taken one example, right? We are setting up a web server. For that one, if it is on premises, what we will do it. If it is a cloud, what you will do it. Same thing, we'll do it. In the cloud, we understand you no need to maintain the physical infrastructure, right? The physical servers, okay? Network connectivities, physical network connectivities, that are virtualization platforms like that, you don't need to manage. But what you are doing in the cloud to set up a web server, simple web server, or maybe a database server, we can take. So first of all, I have to create a virtual machine. So I should know what is the system requirements to create to run this web server or some application server. Okay. So or a mail server to run a mail server. So what are the server requirements, hardware requirements? I should know it. So based on that, I will create a virtual machine. Okay. And what is the operating system? Means how to manage the server operating system, their settings, commands, and I should know how to install this application in that machine. I should know how to install that application, how to configure that application. So then I will get that related services, how to manage the data and access of that application. For example, I set up mail server. I set up a kind of mail server or database server or web server. Okay. So what I'm doing is first I will create a virtual machine. Then I specified what operating system for that one. So specify the OS. I should know how to work with that OS. And I should know how to install this application in it, how to configure it. Okay, how to provide an access to the people who are accessing that services, how to provide that access, accessing that application. These are I should know and I should maintain. This is infrastructure as a service. What are the people I'm taking infrastructure service means what are the things I will manage. So certain part cloud service provider will manage, but certain part I will manage. These are the things I will manage. Okay. Next is platform as a service. Okay. Platform as a service type. In the platform as a service, I no need to worry about how to create these virtual machines also. Simply, there is a ready-made platform. Means, example, RDS services. I go to RDS service, click on the Oracle database and specify what is my database thing. Okay, I specified how much storage is required. Click OK. Again, backend, this RDS instance will be created. Means the backend server is created. I don't specify how much RAM is required, processor is required, storage required. These are all not I'm not specifying. Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. So earlier, what I have done, I created that environment. Now I'm not creating. The environment is ready. Only thing is, I started deploying, like I create a database and inserting my data inside, connecting the database server to my other application servers, or we can take it like this. Generally, you want to set up a web application. Already we see this Make My Trip, Book My Show, okay, Amazon, Flipkart. These are running backend is there is a backend application is there. Java based, Python based, .NET based applications are running. And another backend one is it's a database server. Front end is web server. Now I'm ready with my environment. So what I have to do? First of all, in an infrastructure service, I will create a database server. I take a one machine, install the database application, configure databases. Then I will take another system and that one I install this application. I take another virtual machine. Inside, I will install my application server. I deploy my application inside. And then I take a web server and specify this connectivity between these three servers. Three servers are running. So here it is, I should know how to handle infrastructure. I should know installation. I should know how to configure it, right? That is infrastructure in a platform as service. Example, in the AWS, there is a elastic beanstalk, elastic beanstalk. Or if you go to Azure, app services, you go to this services, click it, what you want, what environment you want it. I want a Tomcat server for my deploying my web application. I have already a web application ready, developed. Now I have to deploy that web application. I want this database server, my SQL database server. I want a web server is required. So I selected those things requirement. Or I want a PHP server requirement. Like that, I have to select it, click OK, and it will create your environment automatically. In that environment, deploy your web application and connect it to your database and provide a web services to others. Okay. So here what we are doing is we are not worrying about underlying infrastructure. How much CPUs per virtual machine, how much RAM is required for virtual, how much storage is required. Just directly you deploy your application and configure it and started using it. You don't need to worry about what is the operating system commands, operating system access also not required. Just you need an environment to deploy your application, deploy it and started using. So this is in the platform as a services. Software as a services. In the software as a services, you are not worrying about anything. Already application is running. You are not installing, you are not configuring, you are not connecting, nothing. Application is ready, already running in their data centers. So you have to take a subscription. I want to use this application for my certain purposes. So connect it and started using that one. So when you're taking you want that in your organization name. So based on your organization name, you will connect it and start it. Personally, you require personally you take it and use it. Example, Office 365 is a one best example for that one. Office 365. Service now, Salesforce. Actually, when we have started so many years back, we don't have much examples. Then we use one example is Office 365. Second example is this what we say Google Docs. Okay, that is also very rare. We know all Office 365. That is also we don't know fully about Office. Just one example. Now, what are the software as a services? It is direct application running in the data centers. We are using that application based on the subscription. Example, Office 365, Salesforce, ServiceNow, and a lot of services we are using like that. Even you are using this ChatGPT, all these things, their application it is running. Just you are taking that application, you're using for your organization purpose. We seen voice ticket. I installed voice ticket in my server. The voice ticket also providing cloud-based services. Means in voice ticket, application running in the voice ticket data centers. I'm using that application directly from my machine. I don't need to install, I don't need to configure, I don't need to worry about what is the underlying hardware or virtualization environment or storage kind of stuff. So that is software as a service. Okay. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a okay. See, this is on-premises data centers or private cloud platforms. Okay. So organization maintain storage, network, compute means physical hardware servers, virtual machines or virtualization platform. They will maintain their operating system, runtime, applications. Runtime means to run application, we need a runtime. Application, data and access. The complete management of everything. In infrastructure as a services. Service provider maintain the backend storages, networking, computation. So I took my planning is go with the infrastructure as a service. Okay, from AWS or Azure. So I'll create EC2 instance or virtual machine, a specify operating system. So I should know how to handle this operating system. Install that runtime environment means Java platform, Python platform, .NET platforms I have to install. Then I install my application and configure the application and provide access. In platform as a services, you don't require to know how to create a virtual machine, operating system handling, even no need to install the runtime environment. Okay, because you take directly runtime environment from the cloud service provider and deploy your application, configure your application, provide an access. In software as a services, you don't deploy application also. You take an application subscription. Based on your subscription plan, you will get an access started using the application. Like Google Docs. Now I'm using Google Docs. Office 365 also we are using. Okay. So this backend servers, authentication, connectivity is there running in their servers. We are accessing from our system. So I no need to install this Office application in my system. I can access from anywhere. So this is what is this Office 365. In there, I'm getting these services. Here I'm using Excel, storage, OneDrive. Okay. Thanks. Guys, understand what is the infrastructure service, platform as a service, software as a services. What is the
Yes.
next? Very good. Very good. Good. Cloud service providers. Most famous cloud service providers are AWS, Azure, GCP. These are the main cloud service providers. Okay. Another one is Oracle, OCA, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. If anybody learn Amazon, AWS, Azure, or GCP, means those who are having an idea about a cloud. If you want to learn Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, you can learn freely from Oracle only. For Oracle University, learning site is there, Oracle University learning site. From there, you can learn it. And also you can learn AWS from AWS site. Go to AWS, learn. Okay. Build something is there, guys. I will show you. If you are interested, you can learn. Self-learning people are there, then you can learn it. Go to AWS, learning. So this is aws.amazon.com training. A skill builder. That's what it is. Actually, we should go to the skill builder. This is for a get certificate purpose. Okay. Partner trainings and get training. So you can go to cloud partitioner. So you can start learning, but it is not much easy showing it. This is different. Training and certificate. This is what I want. Yeah, this is skill builder. Start learning today. Okay. This is skillbuilder.aws. You can log in with any of your AWS Amazon accounts, any Amazon account, or you can use your Gmail account also. You can create a new Amazon account separately. Also, you can create, or which account you want to use it for doing certification. Also, you can use it. Okay. Don't use like AWS your personal account with this one. Better not, because that account's only 1 year. This is for permanent accounts. Okay, create a free account, learn about subscription. There's a free courses are there, paid courses also there. We there properly check it and learn those things. So basic things always free, like a cloud practitioner kind of stuff. Okay, exam prepare cloud practitioner, um, essentials digital course. So much time. Sign up to enroll. Okay, access free. So you have to check the free access. Okay, so from there you can get it. At least the fundamentals outline. Okay, what is the cloud? What is real life use? Other modules. Complete, explore, going global, networking, storages. With nice examples also, they will explain. We can try it. Okay, I done up to certain part of almost 50% part. So later I've done my certificate, a complete certificate, not from this training, just I want a PPTs. So I want a neat notes, so then I take it from it. And if you want to learn Azure, that is from learn.microsoft only, like this. Learn.microsoft.com. In this Microsoft Learning, you can learn lot of things. So you want to learn Microsoft fundamentals like this, or maybe Azure administration also, you can learn it. Not this one. Browse courses like this. I want AZ. Basic is 900. You should learn 104 after 900. So introduction to cloud infrastructure, Microsoft cyber security architecture. Okay, introduction to security, compliance, and identity, where you can go with the learning paths. Okay, so like this. These are a Microsoft. I didn't sign in, so otherwise I can show you what are the I learned from it. So free learning. Once you complete any course, like if you complete this course, you'll receive a badge. Okay, this is one path. This is one other path like that. So you complete one of this. This one you are completed, you receive this badge. Okay, you are completed entire course, you receive a title. You can share that into what we say these batches. You can able to share it to your LinkedIn also to improve your profile strength. Okay, so freely you can learn. So I logged in. So I click on my profile. Okay. So just to make you to understand, that's it. So these are the 12 trophies, means this specific thing I completed. So recently, like a Azure Data Factory. Okay. Describe tools in Azure or Power BI courses. Few are I completed. So I received that related batches like this. Okay. These are the learning paths, means complete multiple modules are there. That modules I completed. So completed, then I received this path. What you can do, like for example, I completed this one, I upgraded. Then what you can do, click on the share button, you can share it to your LinkedIn. So whenever you have a free time, you can do it and you can, okay. Even Oracle also, you can learn like that. Just for not only these cloud guys, there is so many public clouds also there. IBM Cloud, Washington Digital, Rackspace's Cloud, lot of cloud platforms are available for public. But to learning purpose, the best one is always AWS. So you can get clear cut understanding of cloud and cloud-based services. What you do in physical infrastructure, how you do it, same thing in the cloud. And at other cloud features you are getting. Okay, I open AWS, but okay. Even AWS also provides certain kind of projects. You can also try to do that. So, but I am doing is not DevOps, yes. The docs is all about how to do it. Hands-on tutorials. This is a different kind of stuff. These are practice tutorials. Again, why it is open this one? The pricing, products, sorry. Yeah, this is correct only it is open. So different products are there, analytical related products, Athena, Glue, Kafka, like this. Okay, integrations, artificial intelligence, business applications, compute, EC2 instances, okay, containerization, Docker, Kubernetes services, Beanstack services, like a, you can deploy our application. Lambda services means serverless connecting services. Okay, database related services, Aurora, MemoryDB, something like that. Relational database services, DynamoDB, NoSQL type. Relational database services. Okay, it will give you a lot of list. That's headache. That's the problem. Okay. So interface changes. That's a headache. Developer tools, Amplify. Simply can create your website, and then you can directly deploy your website using Amplify. You don't require EC2 instance. Directly can deploy your website using Amplify. Cloud foundations like that. There's a lot of services. MPEG. Okay. Management tools, how much you are utilize your services, how much you have to pay amount, other kind of stuff. Media services, migration, you want to migrate your services from your on-premises to cloud. Multi-cloud and hybrid cloud. You want to deploy your application in both on-premises as well as and also there is certain applications in your AWS. Then we go with hybrid cloud, multi-cloud. You're running your services in different cloud platform. Then we'll go to the multi-cloud. Network content delivery. So web, you want a DNS services, Route 53. You want to isolate your infrastructure for specific project purpose. You create a VPC and specify all your machines, your storages, resources in that specific VPC only. Virtual private cloud means for my client, I'm created this infrastructure. So I created one VPC. I put all the infrastructure in the one VPC only. Okay. Elastic load balancing, cloud front. So content delivery type means cloud front is where is my customer. So I will for that near to my customer, I will deliver operations, security, okay, remote access, firewall access, other kind of stuff. Who can able to log in? Who are my users? Storage, S3 bucket, graph stacks, backup related services, elastic file system, like NFS type of services it is. Like there is a several services are available. Directly ready to use services, we can do it. So for that one, you need to go to install physical server operating system configuration, not required. Okay. So same thing, you can go to Azure website and see what are their complete services and all. And this is cloud service public cloud service providers, right? What are the private cloud service providers? No one is providing private cloud services. Private cloud is for your organization. In my organization, I want a private cloud. I will implement private cloud for my organization. Otherwise, my client required their own private cloud. So I will implement a private cloud for my client in their data centers, in their premises. So it's a on-premises. So I'm running private cloud for my then it's not like that, right? But to build a private cloud, what are the tools are required? To build your own private cloud, what are the tools are required? The first one is virtualization platform from VMware. vSphere or ESXi is a virtualization hypervisor platform. To maintain these hypervisor servers, we need a centralization that is called a vCenter server to manage multiple hypervisor servers, virtualization servers. To connect these storages devices and virtualization servers, virtual machine creations, okay, we use these vCenters for multiple server management. And for a cloud access type, cloud means simply I log into my web browser, I can access what are the infrastructure is there. I will create a virtual machine. What operating system are required, I will create it, right? So that is what it is a cloud. Cloud make more simple than doing all the administrative work. Simply, I will select it, click OK, then it will be created. That interface is required. Then from VMware, vCloud directory. And we realize, horizontal, this is a different platform. Okay, virtual application platforms. So these are the from VMware organization we are getting. From Microsoft, same thing from Microsoft. For virtualization purpose, Hyper-V. To manage this Hyper-V servers, multiple Hyper-V servers, and creating virtual machines in the Hyper-V servers centrally with one single interface that is provided by SCVMM server application. And provide cloud-like interfaces for our employees. SCAC, System Center App Controller, to protect your virtual machines, data, SCDPM, to manage the services, to manage service compliances, SCSM. Xen server, same thing. Citrix company provide Xen server for virtualization platform. In there, you can create a virtual machine center to manage this multiple Xen servers centrally with a single window. Xen center is there. Again, Xen Cloud is also there for a cloud interface purpose. And this is OpenStack is an open source application. It is used for private cloud platform. So I have a private cloud, I have an infrastructure, I have a servers, virtualization platform, storage devices. Okay. Now I want to provide for my clients or for my employees a, a cloud platform, a cloud interface I want to provide, a web interface I want to provide. So then people can able to create their virtual machines and they can run their application on their virtual machine. To do that one, I can also use OpenStack application. which is open source private cloud platform. It will be. Okay. So you connect a private cloud to public, it's a automatically your private cloud is become public cloud. Okay. To create your own cloud. So either you take tools from VMware, Microsoft Citrix, and you can build your own private cloud. Okay. So that's it is private cloud is not service provider. So of course, company is service provider, but private cloud means they're running their own on-premises data centers, but connectivity through a platform. Okay. Next, again, every cloud is having different domains. Just now we see the AWS. So what are those domains? Are compute domain, database domain, storage, network, message, security, identity, compliances, like that. Different type of domains are there. Analyticals, intelligence, like different domains are there. And very important domains like compute, database, storage, network, message, and security or identity management related things are very important. Of course, depends upon the cloud service provider. They have a more than that domains also there. Okay. AA domain is there. Okay. Like that. AA domain. New one is AA. Data analysis, DevOps domain. Like that. So different kind of stuff. So compute domain means all about your processing related, machines related. Like a Azure virtual machines, AWS, EC2 instance of virtual machine service. Elastic Beanstalk services, auto scaling services, auto load balancing services. Okay. These are all compute based services. Database, RDS, MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL, okay, MariaDB, Aurora, these are all database services. No SQL database services like DynamoDB, Cosmos DB is also there. Storages, S3 bucket, EBS, Elastic Block Storages, Blob. Blob is like a S3 bucket. Blob is in Azure, S3 in AWS. Backup related services. You have a data, you want to take a backup. You have a virtual machine, you want to take a backup of your virtual machine. You have virtual machines inside the data, you want to backup. Then they will go with the backup related. That also comes under storage. Network related services. EPCs, okay, security, cloud forms, direct connected, Route 53. Route 53 is DNS services, Azure DNS services, AWS Route 53 services, VPC services, okay, virtual network services, VPC in the AWS, virtual network in the Azure services, okay, messaging, SNS, SQS, SES, simple email services. For example, I said, your server, your threshold is 60%, and you specify that do not cross more than 60%. If it is crosses, you should get that information. Your server is crossing more than 60%. We are going to deploy one more server, so to balance the load. Okay, to balance the load. So how you will get it? You turn on the monitoring. In the monitoring means monitoring is also one domain. Monitoring your infrastructure, application, network, okay, bandwidth. So you monitor it. So in a monitoring, you are specified the threshold. Okay, so monitoring will check it. Is your service how much it is utilization? 60%, 55%, 50%. Now it is 60% trigger, 59, 60%, 61%. This monitor triggers SNS. Immediately send you a message or SES, simple mail service. It will give you a mail services. A notification to your mobile phone, a notification to your email, a notification to your ticketing system also we can able to. SQS, queuing services, task-based things. If this task occurs and do like this. For example, again, SNS. So I'm monitoring 60% utilization done. Add one more application. Yes, queuing one by one. If you've done this particular work completed, then do the second one, then second one, then second. Or more requests are coming. So lot of requests are coming. Lot of different requests I can queue and put a process into the different servers for that. That is a queuing services. Mailing service, SES is also there. Identity, like a user login based connections, user password connection, sometimes key based authentication is also there. So when I'm going with, I think, guys, API nowadays, it has become more famous with the APIs. So you want to connect in applications, which is located in somewhere. So normally connection is, you should specify their IP address, password, username, like that. Service name protocol. Now it is almost all that again, maybe compromise your identity. So now we are connecting different services. Okay, from in which is in a different locations also you can connect it using KMS, key management system. We generate a key and we use this key to there and connected that key to here. Then key exchange wise, they are authenticated and authorized, and so they can connect it and communicate it. Another one is APIs, API management also one of the thing. AM, identity and authorized management. Okay, access management kind of stuff like user identity, user roles, based on the role, what are their permissions. This IAM will be take care of it. As I said, guys, so better go to the non-docs kind of stuff. Okay, general AWS. There you can find the products and solutions. See the different domains. What domains I told, first go there, and what domains it is, another domains are also there. Please go and see that name and read that what it is showing. You will get some idea what it is. Okay, does not mean you learn AWS, just some small idea, that's it. If you already learn AWS, of course, that's a good one. Okay, yeah. And another examples also I've written, that is infrastructure as a service. This belongs to compute based, a service provider providing computational services. That is infrastructure based service. Azure EC2 instances, AWS EC2, Azure virtual machines. Platform as a services, MS SQL, Oracle services, app services, EBS services. In Oracle, you download a Oracle database application and install into your physical server, right? In RDS, we'll go in cloud, we go to RDS, selected Oracle DB, and you can create a table. But Oracle organization also providing cloud-based database services. From 12C it is started because 11 is G, 12 is C. C means cloud. So you can take 12C or 14C version cloud service, means they're running your instances, you're accessing data. But that's a paid services. It's not a free services. That's very important. Software as a services. Examples: Salesforce, Office 365, Dynamics 365, Google Docs, ServiceNow, BMC Helix. Okay, so a lot of works, Freshworks. Okay, they're all software as a services only. And I put some questions. So you can also, you have a document. So go through the document and see the questions what I did. And here, these questions and the information I have taken from the Microsoft only, guys. From the Microsoft, when I learning about this Azure, okay, describe Azure services like that. There is a three um, modules are there. From there, I got this information. Azure fundamentals. First, I tried learning of Azure fundamentals. From these three things, I taken some points from cloud concept, some are architecture and services, like that. I took it and combined two PPTs and created a single notes. It's actually two topics I combined. Some are I added like this. This is I added. This is I added like that. Few are I added. Okay. Few are not added. And this part from this is again. This is from here again I added. It's entirely my notes. And these questions also asked in this microsat, just for verifying how much you have learned. So that's questions also there. So compulsory see the question. Summary is also there, so you can go through summary. You want to know about what is private, public, and all, also you can go for it. So that's it for your cloud, guys. I hope you understand. Okay. At least you got some kind of new information. If you are already knows, then this some kind of new information is attached. Okay. Maybe different approaches, right? Just relax 2 minutes. Then I will explain about Office 365 and comparison with the regular offices also. We'll see that one. So just relax, just a 2 minutes only, not more than that time. Okay.